moms and dads, and you make that happen. So, boys and girls, I want you to turn around right now and give your mom and dad a big PowerPoint. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice job. Thank you for being here. Who's ready to see some archery? We have a very special guest. Her name is Lindsey. She's going to talk to you, her and her father, Ron, about archery, how she got started, how it's been for her. Then she's going to shoot some arrows, and then we're going to try and shoot some arrows at pledge targets to see if we can get some more money. Because, Lindsey, we needed $8,000, and we are so close. I mean, I don't want to put any pressure on you or anything. I know you got a bronze medal and all that, but, you know, this is like probably the biggest thing you've ever done.
I've never tried something like this.
Right? Ever.
Never have I tried something like this.
Okay, this is probably more important than shooting in the Olympics, right?
I don't know. Can y'all get me excited about this? Let's go, Scotties! I am a two-time Paralympic archer. I've won a bronze medal in Beijing in 2008. And I'm a world record holder. I'm here to help y'all bring archery to your school. So, I am so excited. Thank you very much. Alright folks, well I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got into archery, how I went to Beijing and won a bronze medal. And then I'm going to do a little demo so y'all can see me actually shoot this big, beautiful bow. And when I do that, I'm going to hand it off to my father, who is also my coach, and he's going to tell you all about the high-tech aspects of this really amazing bow. And then I'm going to do something that I've never done before, which is these really cool pledge targets so that we can raise money for you. Okay, sound good? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So cool. Okay. So when I started archery, I was actually in a wheelchair. I started archery in 8th grade after a teacher in middle school recommended I try it. And I thought that was a really crazy idea. And I didn't really think it was worth trying. But my best friend said, archery? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. We have to try it. So she dragged me to this class. And I thought, this is crazy. But sure enough, it was really cool. And I could hit maybe the broad side of a barn when I started. But I made a lot of really cool friends, and it got me excited about something, so I stayed with it. She actually dropped out after 2 weeks. I know, right? That was 15 years ago. Look what I've done with it, you know? And I just want to let you know that if you like doing something, if you stick with it, you can take it as far as you want. That's all that matters with this. I can have this really shiny bow. I can have really cool arrows, I can shoot a little bit and have some fun with it, but if I didn't work hard for years, I wouldn't have gotten to go to Athens, I wouldn't have gotten to go to Beijing, I wouldn't have gotten to go to all these places around the United States and around the world. Did everybody see this quiver full of arrows? Do you see all the pins on it? Each one of these pins represents a friend I have made all over the world. I got pins from Japan, from Germany, Korea, Italy, all over the world. And so if you like a sport, if there's something that you really like to do, you can take it really far. You can go all over the world with it. And hopefully, we can do that for you with archery. So, I went to Athens in 2004. I was 19. And I will never forget my first opening ceremony. Now, some of y'all came up to my booth and got to see my bronze medal. You'll notice that it didn't say the Olympics on it, it said the Paralympics. I see a lot of blank looks right now. So the Paralympics are just like the Olympics. They're parallel to the Olympics. They're for people with physical disabilities. You also notice I have a crutch that helps me walk long distances. I have a bone problem, I was born with it. As far as I can tell, matters because I get really good parking. So it's not really a big deal to me, but there's some obstacles I had to overcome. There are a lot of people who are in wheelchairs who have a lot of hard time getting around, but they love playing sports. They do basketball, they do swimming, tennis. There's all these cool sports you can do even if you're disabled. And so the Paralympics is massive, the second largest sporting event in the entire world. You don't watch the Olympics, right? Yeah. Okay, raise your hand if you watch the Olympics in London. Yes, that is so cool. Did anybody here watch the Paralympics online? I watched a little bit. Okay, that's really cool. That's really great. There's no TV coverage of the Paralympics in the United States. It's everywhere else. But I'm getting off topic. Does anyone here, when you watched those games and the London games, did any of you think to yourselves, that's really cool. I wish I could be an Olympic athlete.
2 minutes.
Okay, that is awesome. Now, out of y'all, who thought I really could be an Olympian? That is fantastic. That's what gets you started, okay? If you're willing to put in the hours, you can totally do anything that you want to do. Now, when I got the chance to go to Athens, I'll never forget my first night, the opening ceremonies. Do y'all know when the opening ceremonies, that big stadium, all the athletes walk around, it's so cool? It was absolutely amazing. They keep you in the tunnel, all the athletes, for hours actually. You hear the music start, everybody gets so excited, and then you walk out finally into this big stadium. And everybody's taking pictures, so the stadium looks like it's glittering, full of lights. Everybody's dressed in red, white, and blue, and they announced in Greek and in English. Kyria Estakidi, ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America! And we all surged out onto the track finally, and there were cameras in our face, tears in our eyes, and everything was amazing. And then something incredible happened. The entire stadium full of tens of thousands of people started cheering for the United States of America. I've never been so proud in that moment as I was to be an American, but also to be an athlete. We were all there to compete for this one thing. It was as if there was a whole world full of people right there in that stadium. And that feeling stayed with me. It stayed with me, and it was even more incredible when I got to go again in Beijing. I'd worked so hard. And I had come through some really hard times because I had developed something called target choke, also known as target panic, where I get really afraid right before I'm about to shoot. But I actually managed to overcome that. The 4 years between Athens and Beijing were so difficult, but I had to learn to let go of one thing. And I'm not talking about the string. Anybody here like being perfect? Yeah, I know you like being perfect. I'm a recovering perfectionist. Archery draws a lot of people who want to be perfect, hitting that bullseye the same way every single time. But you can't be perfect. There's no such thing. We're human. So when I learned to let go of that, when I said, hey Lindsey, it's okay even if you miss the target, I was able to overcome so much. And I walked onto that field in Beijing and I said, my goal isn't to be the best, it's to be the best that I can be. And walk off that field so I'll be proud of myself. And I did, sure enough. I was proud of myself. I missed the target. And I made me proud of myself at the end of the day. It's really hard to miss a target in international competition. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know why it happened. I was in a match against a lady who was shooting archery longer than I'd been alive. But I realized I couldn't take back that horrible bad shot. All I could do was focus on my next shot. So I decided, I'm going to forget that bad day. That bad moment is all gone. All that I've got to worry about now is these really amazing arrows that I'm about to shoot, and how incredible those are going to feel. So I managed to make it to my bronze medal match. And I was so excited. I can't even remember it, I was so excited. Anybody ever been really, really afraid? right. The difference is we focus on what we can do. We focus on being positive. That's what will get you through just about anything, even a stadium full of Chinese people screaming in favor of your opponent instead of you.